Hello students, good morning. Welcome to the e-learning class of IT. So yesterday, my last video class, I have told you about the LibreOffice Writer, right? So there we have seen the different editing, how will you edit a document, that we have seen, then page layout, page style. So today we will do the practical. Okay, so let's start. So first, the version is LibreOffice 7. I think all of you have installed in your computer, that I have told you or download in your computer. So how will you start the computer? For that, first you have to click on the start button. Okay, there you will see all programs, and then you have to click on the LibreOffice 7. So here when you will click on the LibreOffice 7, the different apps of LibreOffice you can see here, like LibreOffice Cell, LibreOffice, then LibreOffice Base, Calc, then Draw, that is for drawing, Impress, Math, LibreOffice Writer, and LibreOffice. So LibreOffice Writer we will do today. Okay, so you have to click on the LibreOffice Writer. So you just wait for a few seconds. So we know that LibreOffice Writer, here you can write a letter to anyone, to your relatives, your friends. Then you can write a magazine article for a magazine also, because here when you are writing a magazine article or letter, uh, the presentation of text is very important, right? So here that you can do this writer, LibreOffice Writer is a powerful word processing tool where you can type, edit, format, and design a document, right? So here all these things you can do before publishing or before printing. This editing, formatting, then designing a document you can do here. Then you can create templates and styles, then page layout methods like framing, columns and tables you can do. Then here you can get the different drawing tools, inbuilt drawing tools. Okay, then you can link with graphics, with a spreadsheet, with PowerPoint. Okay, so different objects you can link through this LibreOffice Writer. Then you can suppose you want to do revision, so during revision you can change the tracks. Then the file you can export to PDF, that we can do in MS Word also. Here also export to PDF. So there we have done in MS Word that when you are saving a file, then PDF, as a PDF you have to save the file. So here you have to export to PDF, you can do here. Then database integration, bibliography, database, that you can do here. So this is a feature rich tool which can be used for creating various documents, okay, like a report, newsletter, brochure, books. So these things you can do, and here you can export the files to HTML or XML, XHTML. So this thing you can do here. Then Adobe Portable Document PDF, that is portable document format. Okay, so this thing you can do here in LibreOffice. Here you can see the menu bar where you can see the file, edit, view, insert, format, styles. Actually what you can do in Microsoft Word, that things you can do here, plus extra features are here. Okay, so how will you start the LibreOffice that you have seen? Okay, so now how will you create a document, that we will see. For that, first you have to click on the file button. Okay, from the menu bar click on the file button and then click on the new option. Okay, there you will see the different options. So you have to click on the text document, right? So this one is the text document. Here you can write your whatever you want to write. Suppose maybe later, article, magazine, anything, whatever you want to write. So here you can start typing the text. So this is the way, and the shortcut key is Ctrl plus N. Okay, that we have done in Microsoft Word also, right? So here also you can create a document through the Ctrl plus N. Next is how will you, suppose you have written later after finishing your document, then you have to save the document. Then for that shortcut key is Ctrl plus S, or you can do again, you have to click on the file menu and then you have to click on the save option, right? So when you will click on the save option, save dialog box, here you can see. Okay, so this one you have to remember that is by default ODF text document. Okay, so whatever you want to write the name of the file, suppose you have not given any extension, then it will take a .odt extension. Okay, so it can be saved by another name at a different location. Suppose you want to change the name of the file, then you have to click on the file and then click on the save as option. That we have done in Microsoft Word also. Save as is for changing, that is renaming the file, the same file with another name. That you can do with the help of save as option. Okay, and now suppose you want to save the file with a secured, you want to secure, means no one can open, then you have to give a password. For that you have to click on here. You can see here save with password, so you have to click on the save on password. Okay, and then click on save, right? So this will come, you have to enter a password and confirm password, the same password you have to give twice. Okay, then you have to click on the OK. Then what will happen next time when you will open this file, then it will ask for password. So no one can open the file except you, means who don't know the password, they cannot open your file. Okay, and one thing is important here, the password is case sensitive. That is very important. Case sensitive means, you know, that is caption small, uppercase or small lowercase, whatever you have given, that you have to remember. Suppose you have given a small letter and you are giving next time when you want to open the file, then you are giving caps means in uppercase, then it will not open the file. That is case sensitive, right? So this is the way how will you save the file. Next is I am cancelling. So I think it's clear. Now how will you save a document, close a document? For that you have to click on the again file menu. Okay, so you have to click on the file menu and here you can see the close, this one. Okay, so just you have to click on the close option, so the document will be closed. Okay, and suppose you have not saved the file, then what will happen? If you have not saved the file, then it will ask you for saving. Okay, so if you want to save the document, then click on the save, and if you don't want, then click on the discard option. Just you can see here I am closing the file. Yes, the file is closed. Okay, so actually I have not written anything, that's why it's not coming that saving option. Okay, I am suppose you write over here anything, just I am typing here. Now I am closing the file. Okay, so for that file and then close. So now it will ask you, okay, your changes will be lost if you don't want to save them. So if you want to save, then click on the save. If you don't want to save, then just don't save, then the file will be closed, right? And cancel means come to this current text. Okay, so this is the way. Now we will see the parts of this writer window. First one, this one is the title bar. Okay, where you can see the name of the application and the name of the document, that is untitled 1 is written here, right? So that is title bar. If you have saved the file with any name, then that name will come over here. Okay, next is menu bar, where you can see this file, edit, view, insert, all these things you can see over here. So when you will click any menu, then it will display a pop-up menu which has a set of commands, right? So that commands, when you will click on that, then it will, according to this your selection, it will walk, right? Now next one is this one. This is text area. Text area means where you can type the text, that is text area. So when you select the text tool to enter the text and place it in the text area, your mouse pointer change to an I-beam, right? So here you can see the different tools. Okay, so I think it's clear. So suppose anything you can, spelling, thesaurus, word count, here different text tools are here, right? So you can do that. So suppose this one is for text tool, so just click over here, then you can see here like this. So you can I-beam, it will come here. You can type any text, so that is text tool. Okay, I think it's clear. I am doing undo. So this is text area. Now toolbars. So first one is a standard toolbar where you can see the cut, copy, paste, save. Okay, so these are the standard toolbar, right? Here you can see export directly as PDF file, that I have told you just now. So that is export to PDF. This is saving, open, new, and this one is toggle print review, means before taking the print out, you can see over here. Okay, so these are the different tools, right? So suppose you have written anything, then you can see here cut, copy, paste also. So this is standard toolbar, cut, copy, paste, print, spell check. Okay, so this one is a spell check. So this, all these are standard toolbar. Next one is formatting toolbar, that is bold, italic, underline. Okay, so that is formatting toolbar, by which you can format the text. Very simple, by which you can format the text, that is formatting toolbar. So that is font size, style, alignment. So these are the formatting toolbar, right? So here you can see that style, then font size. Okay, so these are the formatting toolbar. I think it's clear. Now next one is this one is a ruler line. Okay, where you can see the rulers 1 2 3 4, that is a ruler line. So here by which you can set the tab stops and indents at a particular place in a line. So this is used to actually measure the page width, right? Next one is sidebar. This one is sidebar. Okay, I think all of you can see. This one is sidebar. Okay, so sidebar means here you can see the different options by which you can view, display, see, you can see and set the document. Okay, so different options are you can see over here. Next one is the scroll bar. The scroll bar, these are vertical and horizontal scroll bar, by which you can do the page up and down and left and right. Okay, so that is scroll bars, vertical and is horizontal scroll bar. Next is zoom slider. You can see over here zoom slider, this one. So this is for increasing or decreasing the document, means width. So here you can see closely and set it back in the normal view. So it is present at the bottom right corner of the writer window. So you can see here I have increased the size, and if you will you can see here 395%, right? So if you will decrease, you want to decrease the size, then it will come like this. Okay, right? I think it's clear. So next one is status bar. This one is the status bar. Okay, so at the bottom left of the writer. Okay, So this one is the status bar. So it displays actually the total number of page. Here you can see the total number of page, then words, characters, all these means here how many words are there, all these things you can see here in the text document. Okay, and the language, okay, in which language the text are coming, that it will show. So all these things you can see over here. Okay, now cursor is this one. Okay, so that is blinking. Which one is blinking? So a vertical flashing line, that is called direct cursor. It can be seen in the body of the text and it can be moved up, down, right or left if the text is there. Like here I am coming, I am doing up arrow key, so it comes like this, then down arrow key, then right, left arrow key, then right arrow key. So that is cursor. Next is home key. You can see in the keyboard home key, right? So anywhere of the text you will be, it will come to the beginning of the text. Okay, so when you will press the home key, like I am pressing home key, then it will come to the beginning of the line, right? Next is end key, or you can see CTRL plus home, that is the beginning of the document. Okay, wherever you are in the document, it will come to the beginning of the document. Remember that home means beginning of the line, and if you are pressing CTRL plus home, then it will come to the beginning of the document. Next is end key. End key means it will go to the end of the line, and if you will press, suppose I am here, okay, and if you are pressing the CTRL plus end, then what will come? It will come to the end of the document, right? Next is mouse pointer. So that is in the edit menu, that is direct cursor mode option. So anywhere in the text area of the document, the mouse pointer changes to reflect the alignment that will be applied to the text that you type. Wherever you will type, like I am clicking here, so it will blink over here. So that is the mouse pointer. Okay, so today that's all. You read the session 1 of this chapter, LibreOffice Writer, and do the practical, then you can understand. Okay, properly you can understand. And if you have any problem, without hesitation you can ask me in the comment box of the Wasum app. I will clear you. Okay, so have a nice day. Thank you.